Doing a time-honored tradition in camping, waiting for someone to leave because you saw that they left quality wood for the campfire. These people have been waiting for about an hour for them to leave because I saw that they were going to leave a bunch of good wood. So now they just started up their truck waiting to leave. And there they go, finally. And here I go, walk over to their campsite to see what kind of goodies they left. This is one of the nicer campsites, all on the corner here. Oh, this looks like a good haul. Oh my goodness. Yes. Score! Hi, I'm Jill.
And I'm John.
And we're the Geezers on the Go. This time we're at Carter Cave State Park in Olive Hill, Kentucky. It's located in north central Carter County and is on 2,000 acres that have become famous for their extensive cave systems and trails. The park has 89 campsites, some with full hookups, and the rest have water and electric. It also has tent sites, cabins, and a special area designated just for campers with horses. There are a lot of amenities at this campground, including a 9-hole golf course, mini golf, a pool, a restaurant and lodge, rock climbing, and a modern playground. If you come into the main part of the campground, it has about 90 sites. It has its own little camp store and registration building, so that you don't have to drive the almost 2 miles down to the main visitor center. And right at the entrance you'll have your little playground. And a gathering point, shelters. And this is the campground, and it's an early weekend in April, and the place, as you can see, is packed. What pleasantly surprised that it was kind of quiet for a Friday night. Now it's into Saturday, but boy oh boy, they pack them in here. It's not our usual type of camping that we like, but it was a stopover. And they have caves here, and lots of things to do, lots of hiking trails. So we'll see where we are down here a little bit, but as you can tell, they have some pull-throughs, and there's probably, out of all the places, there's not a lot of full hookups. There are some. We have one of them. Most of them are on here along the line by the road. This is us. We're site 87. Water, electric, but some of the sites are very strange in that the water and electric are way the heck, as you can see, not by very close to the sites. Our site isn't too bad because it has the water and electric fairly close to our trailer, but I'll show you a little bit later how some of them are far away. For a state park, they are kind of packed in. I'm kind of surprised. If you can look over here how close everybody is. I suppose the only good thing about these sites is that it is full hookups. Yikes, almost kidding. Watch where you're going. There's so many people here. Gotta watch those kiddos. As you can see on this trailer here, there's the trailer, and you have to go way over there to see the electric and the water hookup. So I would say if you come to Carter Cave State Park, bring all your extensions for your electric and your water hose because you're going to need them. Okay, it's now Sunday afternoon. I showed you what the place looked like on Saturday. It was packed. Now Sunday, all the weekend warriors have left here at Carter Cave State Park. So if you were so inclined to come here, if you can come on during the week, if you're retired like we are, us geezers on the go, you'd have a better chance of having a little more room. As you can tell, most of the spots along where we are still here because these are the full hookup sites along the road, as opposed to all these ones down here and in the middle that are just all water and electric. But this shows to go ya. If you can come in Sunday to Friday, you probably have a lot more space than if you came on the weekend.
The park also has a nice looking row of cabins if you forgot your RV.
The campground itself is nice. The spaces aren't as big as a lot of state parks. A little close together, especially on the weekend. But what's at the park just makes up for it all.
Yeah, we didn't really feel too jammed in, but boy, when we went on that cave tour, we felt a little jammed in. That was something else. We'll never forget that. That was a great part of our trip.
Now, they have a couple different caves you can go into. We went on the what they call the X cave, where the two caves intersect in the middle.
Yep, and we're going to take you on the X cave tour right now. The X cave tour is the most popular among visitors, and it takes about a half an hour. It's pretty flat, with a few steps here and there, so it's an easy walk. And it's filled with crazy rock formations and dripping stalactites. The biggest one is about 30 feet tall, so watch your head.
You're fine, you're not gonna die. This one has got the most ones. Come on, girl.
And it's closer to your
You
head.
could have warned me about it.
Of caves. We have our wet caves and we have our dry caves. Let's listen. What do we hear? Water.
Oh, I'm getting water dripping on my head. Ah, dripping on the camera. But this is cool. This is the X cave. Pretty colorful.
I love that part. My mom hated it. And my girls were like, well, why would you be scared of the lights when you turn on?
That's what we want to see on these formations. That's what tells us what is active, what is not down here.
This is the dry part of the cave. Although the ground is wet, this is still the dry cave.
Wow, look at that.
Straight up.
This would be something like you would see in Arizona or something because they're so dry, you know.
Oh, yeah. You probably crawl down there if you knew how to do it.
Are we coming outside?
We are.
When we came out of the caves, they ran us through a little foot wash because it was kind of weird, but they've had trouble there like they have in so many other places with that white nose disease killing off the bat population in the caves. They just, I guess there was some sort of disinfectant or something to clean our shoes off so we wouldn't carry the spores of that disease into any other part of the park or to any other parks, which was a good idea. And but you know, the caves wasn't the only thing there was to do there. There were a lot of things to do.
Right. There was lots of different trails, so pretty, with overhangs and little cliffs and little even teeny caves you could walk through. Plus they also have a mini golf course right there at the campground. They have a pool, they have a lake.
And a restaurant.
And a restaurant, and horseback riding too.
What did you have at the restaurant?
Oh, I had a hot brown. Ooh, it was so good.
Sounds good. Is it time to eat yet?
But the horseback riding was great too. They even have a little area where if you had a horse, you could bring your horse, because they have corrals and everything.
And we're going to show you some of that stuff right now.
Here again at the Carter Lake and the Carter Cave State Park, there are tons of trails in this park. You could, if you're a hiker, you could go on for a long time. This one today looks a little muddy. We had some rain the other day. It's kind of wet, but nice to hike right along the lake. Cool little water going down into there. And some cliffs and rocks. Some big rocks up there. Hope they don't fall on my head. Still walking down this little trail. Closer again to the waterfalls down there. Be careful where you walk here. Lots of rocks. If you want to, you could go into this little cave. Let's try this. We'll go through this walkway. Ooh. You come out right above the waterfalls. The park is literally laced with hiking, riding, and biking trails, 30 miles of them in all. There seems to be something new to see around every corner and over every rock outcropping. Many of the trails are quite easy too. We're going to try this one, the Raven Bridge, not too far, a little less than a mile. And it also has many connecting ones. It also tells you no drinking and trail riding or hiking, so don't do it. So here we go. We'll see what's at the end. It's supposed to be a nice kind of rock formations on a lot of these, so we'll see what's down this way. If you listen real carefully, you might hear the water dripping down these cliffs here. Coming up to a bridge.
Did you film that conquest?
No, I didn't quite get it.
Good. I don't think I look very graceful. But it's not really as slippery as I thought it was.
Yeah, this is cool. And if they're really brave, you could walk down this trail and underneath those rocks. But I think that's for another day. I don't know if you can tell here, but I'm I did come down that little road, and I'm walking under some rocks that's dripping on my head. The cool rock formations down here. Stand up on this rung. Whew. You can hear the water dripping down from above. It's right over my head. Hope it doesn't break. And I don't know if you can be able to see. Wait, there's John way up on the top of the hill. Whew. I couldn't pass up a chance to get on a horse again, and it turns out I was a trailblazer, the first guest rider of the season. I even got a free photo of me and my trusty steed Ginger. Here I am horseback riding with Woodrow, going out for about a half an hour ride. This is my horse Ginger. Say hello, Ginger. This is going to be fun. I haven't ridden in about 2 years. I don't know if any of you know this, but we used to own a horse ranch. We used to raise quarter horses. So let's go for a while and then I'll come back and see where we're going. We're going for a nice half hour, 45-minute trail ride through the woods here at Carter Caves State Park. Pretty spring. It's now about mid-April. The trees are just starting to turn colors here in Kentucky. That's Woodrow up there, my guide or whatever, and he says he's a high school senior working on maybe going to be work horses in the future. And he says he does his schooling from home this year, so he could work on horses whenever he can. Good for him. I wasn't exactly riding off into the sunset, but it was time to get a move on. We hope you enjoyed the ride with us to Carter Cave State Park in Kentucky, and as always, we hope to see you down the trail.